The Terra Classic burns are warming, and we just passed another significant Terra Classic consuming achievement. Recently we passed the 50 billion complete Terra Classic burn achievement, which many individuals have been needing to see us hit for a long while. So great job Terra Classic fan, we did it. We have passed this achievement. Presently we really want to keep on pushing ahead towards a 75 billion and 100 billion all-out Terra Classic burn. You can see right presently we've been taking a few monstrous steps. We had a Binance burn come in which siphoned our Terra Classic burn decisively. However, from that point forward we've really been holding a very decent burn rate off Terra Classic, torching our all-out supply pretty well such a long ways since those purchasing burns generally around 1.5 billion ton of classes coming in around 3 weeks. Presently when we take a gander at the cost of Terra Classic, we can see generally a fascinating pattern. You can see somewhere in this vicinity was the beginning of the new year. We wind up going up and we have pulled down from that point forward, which is causing some worry in the Terra Classic people group as individuals see our cost is lower than we were toward the beginning of the year. We saw some enormous sell-offs prior in the month, as you can see here, and our cost has quite recently been battling. From that point forward, notwithstanding, we really have some uplifting news that accompanies this. As the cost of Terra Classic really goes lower, we can see increasingly more Terra Classic burns coming in. By and large with terminal work of art, you can see right now we're up around 2.5% on the day, which is extraordinary thinking about where we began. You can see recently we were down a lot, yet we've been making a decent vertical development recuperation. Since the news initially emerged about Ed Kim's shift in center in the terminal class of environment, he isn't leaving the Terra Classic biological system yet, he is moving his concentration to something different. You need to find out about that. I'll have a video connected toward the finish of this. Nonetheless, Blood Vessel Classic market cap is climbing right now also. Presently a great deal of our Terra Classic burns as of late can be credited to incineration. One Fnatic coin at the present time, this previous week they burned 77 very nearly 78 million Terra Classic. What's more, on the off chance that we really investigate the top Terra Classic burners, you can see right now they are coming in at the 7th spot. They might actually overwhelm all hubs in the following little while or the number 6 space and simply move from that point. What's truly fascinating, assuming that we take a gander at the genuine burn tracker to see who's consuming. As of now you can see right now we have 2 Gambling Club came in with a burn barely short of 1 million, incineration came in with that 77 very nearly 78 million Terra Classic burn. A day or two ago when we look down you can see some others peer out around 1 million, however then, at that point, we go to last week's burn for incineration 100 million. We can continue to look down and we see it once more, incineration burn 50 million. However, I mean between these various burns, we're not seeing truly critical burns from different ventures right currently. It's 2 or 3 100,000, assuming that in a few models like the lockdown you have more than 1 million, yet a great deal of cases here, there's not a lot of Terra Classic really being scorched by projects right presently. It's basically primarily incineration. Assuming you all getting esteemed this video, kindly consider buying and down underneath and hit the notice chime so you don't miss another video. Just in this has assisted draw us with night nearer to hitting that 1% of the all-out Terra Classic stockpile being singed. Clearly, we as a whole need to hit 9,998% complete stockpile being burned to the ground, yet the way that we're drawing near to hitting 1% of the all-out supply with a modest bunch of tasks really consuming is something that we ought to be happy about. We ought to be content about that, despite the fact that it's not where we need to be. Since we have a lot more potential Fortune Classic burns as you get an ever-increasing number of ventures, as I showed you right now the recent weeks, it's fundamentally been incineration and somewhat rolling in from long down and a couple of different sources. Yet, once more, a small bunch of sources are in here consuming whatever's really beneficial. Then comes to the classic burns, you can check whether we can get a great deal of different tasks in here really consuming. There's such a lot of potential Fortune Classic. Guys, that is a big update. If you guys enjoy the content you want to stay up to date, thanks for watching guys, see you in the next one.